I want us to have a look at a story that has been making headlines today. KICC, Kenya Pipeline, National Oil, new KCC among 11 government parastatals listed for privatization. So 11 parastatals are being sold. The Kenya International Convention Center, KICC, and Kenya Pipeline Company, KPC, and the new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, KCC, have been marked for privatization. The National Treasury and Economic Planning Ministry has proposed. Through a public notice issued on Monday, the Exchequer said that the proposal has been made in accordance with the Privatization Act 2023, Section 21(1), which dictates that the Treasury Cabinet Secretary shall identify and determine entities to be included in the privatization program. Other parastatals to be onboarded on the 2023 privatization program include the Kenya Literature Bureau, KLB, National Oil Corporation of Kenya, NOC, Kenya Seed Company Limited, KSC, and Mwea Rice Mills Limited, MRM. Others include Western Kenya Rice Mills Limited, New Kenya Cooperative Creameries Limited, NKCC, Numerical Machining Complex Limited, NMC, 35% of Vehicle Manufacturers Limited, KVM, and Rivertex East Africa Limited, REAL. So those 11 parastatals have been earmarked for sale, and Kenyans have been talking about that for the better part of today. I want us to dissect that story to put it into context for Kenyans to understand the games being played here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Let me start by saying this. About 1 year, William Ruto has been in power. Every move he has tried initiating ends up failing miserably. Nothing has so far succeeded. And if that is the trend, the privatization of these 11 parastatals is also most likely going to fail. Yes, I'm saying it's going to fail badly. You cannot sell all 11 government corporations or parastatals at once. In fact, if you do that, you can easily even collapse the economy, because some parastatals like NOC, and Kenya Pipeline are very essential in the growth of the economy. So by selling them off at once, it means you are putting them in private hands. So the private investor can decide to do with them what the investor so wishes. And we all know that NOC and Kenya Pipeline are actually involved in the upstream, midstream, and downstream flow of oil and gas. So if you put that in private hands, that can be catastrophic. So I strongly believe that The sale of these 11 parastatals should not be done at once. It should at least be gradual. But the ones that are very essential in the growth of the economy, in my honest opinion, should not be sold to private sector. And now to the big question, what is the hidden game plan here? What's happening here? Why are these parastatals being sold? According to what the government is saying it's making losses, or rather it's incurring losses in running these parastatals. The truth of the matter is the losses are as a result of mismanagement of those parastatals, corruption, where people who are not qualified to hold public offices are being employed in those various parastatals and offices. And it's not far-fetched. You can go to an office in a parastatal and you find only one community actually discussing and talking in their mother tongue. So such ethnic appointments are the ones making these parastatals to incur losses. So it all boils down to management. Is William Ruto and his government ready to actually employ people who are qualified in these parastatals? I strongly believe that even before William Ruto could even think of selling off these parastatals, they ought to have done their best to actually make sure these parastatals are making profits. They ought to have done their best. They should not be in a hurry to sell them. So why is the hurry? I honestly believe that some government officials are out to make money through the sale of these parastatals, where we can even find that already they have lined their close allies or their surrogates to buy these parastatals. So in other words, their allies or other surrogates will be running these parastatals pretending that they are the owners. But in actual sense, they are running them on behalf of some government, top government officials. So all the profit will just be going to them and their families. Kenyans will not benefit in any way. And besides that, I'm seeing Kenyans are going to lose jobs as a result of the sale of these parastatals. Because the moment they're in private hands, then it's the investor who will now look for people he or she wants to work with. So it means the current employees will either be sent home or they will at least take a pay cut. So more Kenyans will be rendered jobless as a result of the sale of these parastatals. But above all, from where I sit, the sale of these parastatals will only benefit some individuals in the government. And already, I'm seeing a situation where a deal has already been reached who will buy these parastatals. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any person watching us and you may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. The sale of the 11 parastatals confirms beyond any reasonable doubt William Ruto and his team are very clueless on governance. And it goes on to confirm that this is a government that is soon collapsing. They have started with this 11. It will reach a point where the government will not be having any parastatal at all. A collapsing government. Thank you.